Okay, and we're back with the Lonely Stoners podcast, episode 14.
14, yeah. 14 now.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. Time's really been flying. I'm Seth.
And I'm Evan. You should know that by now. Come on.
Really and truly, yeah, there should be. 14 episodes in. It's quite mad when you deep it.
Yeah, I mean, we've touched on before that we are in a certain percentage of podcasts
Already, yeah.
that to have ever existed for this long.
Yeah.
Which goes to show how many podcasts will never even get this far.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, we're just consistent with it.
Yeah, bro, we've had 13 episodes of the podcast, 6 of my solo side quests. You've got an episode of a solo side quest as well. We're pumping out content, G. Got the shorts coming for the viewers. Some of them do really well. Well, not really, really well, but do decently well. Considering we're a channel of 13 subs? There's some decent numbers still. And then and we talk about all sorts of stuff. Like we talk about anything from football, wrestling, boxing, MMA,
Yeah,
UFC,
basketball,
basketball, UFC, PFL,
wrestling,
Bellator, gone out of business. Well, no, not gone out of business. Dead.
dead in the water.
I was thinking about this. I'll ask you the question, but what's Bellator's legacy in the MMA space in the MMA world?
They were a distant second
Yeah,
for a while. They had some decent fighters, some known names, but most of their big fights were older guys fighting each other.
yeah,
And slightly later on, they had the guys like Chandler, MVP, Pitbull.
yeah.
These sort of guys that you'd think, yeah, they could go to the UFC and they could be champions, sort of thing.
Mm.
They had some good fighters, but yeah, a distant second for a while.
Yeah.
That's about it, really.
Yeah. I think mine will probably be similar as well. In terms of my opinion of what's Bellator's legacy, like I said, a lot of guys got their come up in Bellator, like Chandler, Eddie Alvarez, MVP. A lot of serious talent in MMA have come up through Bellator, but they're known for that. But they're just as much known for like you said, they're older fighters, like they're like circusy kind of fighters, like you're seeing.
Well, like Chael Sonnen fights, Wanderlei fights.
You're seeing like Chael v Vanderlei in like 2018, 2019. Like these guys are just clearly way past it.
Way past it. They're willing to do that if they think it can get them a quick paycheck.
Yeah. And to be fair for Bellator, them doing that, those were like, in terms of business, they were best nights. I think their best ever event was one of the Kimbo Slice fights. In terms of like them making money off it, like the gate and all that.
It's like on WMMA where you just sort by popularity in the free agents. You just sign the most popular free agents. Like he's just shit, but he's a known guy, so you just sign him.
Yeah. And even Kimbo at that point, again, Kimbo was old by that point. I mean, he died a few years later.
Yeah.
He was old at that point. Like, prime Kimbo Slice technically isn't great. He's a decent boxer, but other than that,
he's just a big name. He's just a big known name.
So you've got, and to be fair, big name. They used it. He fought. It was where it was. But it was those sort of events that financially were best for Bellator, and like they'll do like their biggest TV ratings and stuff like that. And by the end, obviously, they were sort of. I mean, it got to a point where they were like probably number 3, 4 maybe. Towards the end, where you had PFL, Rising, ONE FC. Bellator will be pretty low on that list at that point, like in terms of the past few years.
Yeah, the past few years they've definitely dropped off in terms of the big fighters. They have obviously guys like Chandler left, MVP left, so they weren't really left with a lot to work with.
And then you look at Bellator now, like in the past few years, bro, the champions are just like these Russian guys who come over, and they're not going to be like the biggest of stars. Do you know what I mean? They're not like when Chandler's champion, or they're not like a character like MVP. They're going to draw back big ratings on TV because Bellator didn't do pay-per-views. They were a TV only thing. I mean, like once they got bought out by Spike TV, and then they hired Scott Coker, they were just purely on Spike TV, innit? I've talked about it previously on the podcast, but that all came about because TNA wouldn't sell to Spike TV. At the time, it was TNA's most popular period. They were doing like comfortably over 1 million viewers on TV every week at that point. And then Spike were like, they want to invest into a company, so a company can't just leave. Like the Ultimate Fighter was on Spike. Ultimate Fighter blows up, UFC leaves Spike. Spike didn't want that situation again, so they were like, we're going to invest into a company so they can't just leave. They wanted to do that with TNA. TNA rejected it, so they done it with Bellator. They bought Bellator and then just made it on Spike, and Bellator was on Spike for years. So they were just doing that, so they didn't have pay-per-views. So their biggest nights in terms of like TV viewership was when they were doing a couple mil. They'd have Kimbo Slice on, do their thing like that. So it was a different model to the UFC. And it was at a different time. Because, UFC, when they were making that come up, it was going to be pay-per-view, innit? That's like at the early, mid-2000s, late 2000s. As you're going to be doing, pay-per-view. But then came like regular TV, and then after that it's like streaming and shit now. And you see on like ESPN Plus.
Yeah, it's different now. It's completely. And even it's still kind of weird that the UFC are doing the pay-per-view thing.
I agree. Yeah.
Like you've said that before.
Yeah.
You don't see really anyone else doing it now.
No.
But they must, they must make a good chunk off of that.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they must do. Definitely do.
Because I think, like we've said before, it's people are there for the brand. It's not really a lot of big fighters that are massive draws.
No.
It's just UFC is the brand of the fan base is there regardless of what's going on, really.
Yeah. Yeah. And that happens when your sport's in a time when you've got like one or two big guys on top and then they leave. So like in WWE it happened with like Stone Cold and The Rock. They got so popular that after they got so popular and WWE got so popular that after them man cut, there was never going to be anyone bigger than WWE again. Because they built the WWE up as their brand as well as these wrestlers.
It up so much, yeah.
So then, and then deep in terms of like star power, you had Stone Cold up here, then you had a dip. You had John Cena, then you had like another dip in terms of TV ratings. I guess because it's gone down over the years. Then after John Cena, like Roman Reigns, and now it's coming back with like Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes at the top. And then now they're doing big numbers again. But for a while, WWE, in terms of the TV ratings, they're on a decline for a while still.
Yeah, but they're really, it's really Triple H has turned it around for them.
Yeah.
Since he's come in, it's just improvements upon improvements.
Really is.
You have to. I wouldn't have personally thought him, like, obviously I knew he was involved, but I wouldn't have thought him the type of guy to lead the ship.
Yeah, well, I think
way he is.
I think obviously it's him in terms of like the wrestling stuff, but maybe where before, because he was like COO and CEO and stuff. So when you're doing that, you're not just focused on the wrestling. There's a million other things that you have to focus on.
Business side as well.
You know what I mean?
In the business side.
But now, I think was his role like a CCO, like Chief Content Officer. So he's probably just focusing on like the wrestling
product.
Yeah.
He's not doing business. He's not businessing.
Yeah.
Which is probably more ways what he's suited to doing.
But definitely, yeah. We saw that when he ran NXT. NXT was funny down back then, but because it was just like a super indie. You had like guys who were like wrestling for like 20 years in developmental, just so they can learn the WWE way, like whatever that even means.
Yeah, NXT had a lot of good guys in there.
Yeah, they did, but
a lot of legends even.
But that's why you look at the main event scene now. All of these guys are pretty old. Now there's no young guys in the main event scene. That's what I'm saying. Braun Breaker, push him. He's like the only guy under 30 who's even remotely a big star. All these other guys, they're even like on the fringes of becoming a big star. Like LA Knight, he's like in his 40s.
Yeah, he's old.
LA Knight's in his 40s, and who else? Seth Rollins is getting old. Roman.
Seth Rollins is broke down as well.
Yeah. Cody's not young. Cody's been around for like, 15 plus years?
Yeah, he's been around for ages. He's not young. He has to be like nearly 40.
Yeah, he must be, yeah. Obviously, Cena, Orton, Punk, these are all old guys anyway. But
How old? Drew McIntyre's not young.
He must be like mid to late 30s.
Yeah.
Because again, another one, he's been around for like 15 years, G.
He's been around for ages.
So I want to say he's like mid 30s at least.
Yeah, he's got to be around there.
Got to be at least mid 30s. So again, he's not young, and they keep having him lose. So man's, I don't know what they expect.
Yeah, he's just losing and losing.
You know what I mean? You get him a bit of momentum doing like some cold promos, and he gets their pay-per-view match, and he just loses.
Okay, now he's 39.
39. Yeah, bro. Cooked.
Nearly 40.
Yeah, bro. Cooked. But to be fair, nowadays the steroids must be a lot better because these guys don't look like they're 40, you know.
Yeah, no, he's probably got like years left in him.
But when
top level.
But when you had guys like who's probably an older one now, like Randy Orton,
Yeah.
right? He's probably like what, 44, 45 maybe?
Yeah, gotta be.
Him, a 45-year-old Randy Orton wrestling is like a miles better than like a Hulk Hogan at 45 wrestling.
How long has he been in WWE for? Like probably nearly like 25 years.
A solid 20.
Yeah.
Solid 20.
Which is crazy, to be honest.
Yeah.
How done up does your body have to be after doing that long in WWE?
Well, you see, man has better time off because of injuries as well.
Yeah, he does.
Neck surgeries, shoulder
44.
surgeries.
44.
Yeah. Well, I said about 45. Yeah. So
yeah. Old.
Yeah. So, but man has time off. With back injuries, you regularly hear man having neck surgery, shoulder surgery, hip surgery. All these madnesses happening to man.
It makes sense.
Even Cena's had mad injuries. Oh, the past few years, not really in it because he's not been wrestling as much. He's been acting more.
But that's why I hope he doesn't get a peak injury.
Facts. Yeah, facts.
Because he's not really got the wrestling body anymore. Like he's got the acting.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because I mean, he's visibly less wham than what he used to be.
He's probably just not like conditioned for it.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Well, yes, what happens to you like when you're having like 6-month layoffs, a year layoffs between matches, and you're training to be an actor. No, not training to be an actor, but like the work you're doing is to be an actor. So you're not working to like be a wrestler. It's different.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's cold in Peacemaker.
Yeah, that's a sick show.
Yeah, it is seriously cold.
I think the second season comes out this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Hope so. Better.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that one.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Creature Commandos though.
Oh yeah. For how many episodes?
First 2.
Oh yeah, that's how many I've watched as well.
Okay. Yeah, it's mad weird.
Yeah.
I don't mind it though. I don't mind weird because it's like it's an animated show. DC. They're saying, quote unquote, it's the first DCU project.
Yeah.
But whatever they say.
Whatever it is, cool, bro.
Whatever they say, you just put the fries in the bag, innit? For real. Whatever. Well, but the show itself, like I said, 2 episodes in, it's different, and in this sort of landscape where we are in terms of content from these big companies, different. It's pretty good. It's pretty well received at this point. The art style is okay. I don't mind it. I'm not like a huge fan of it, but I don't mind it. A lot of sex for a show. I was a bit surprised by that, but again, I'm kind of here for it. And I'm not really, to be fair. I don't know. These sort of scenes, they're kind of pointless, in my opinion. I don't really need to see that, but I guess if they're trying to make it come across as a an adult show, as in a lot of animated shows come out, they're for children but can be watched by adults. Then putting in them type of scenes, you're like, okay, they clearly want this to be like an adult show.
You know what I did think was bare strange though?
What's that?
In the second episode, it shows you how he made the woman in it, Brad, how she was.
Yes,
made.
yeah.
And the guy who made her, the doctor, he's like sexing her up, and she's got like the mental of like a child.
Yeah.
And he was sexing her up, and it just felt super weird. Like I was just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It was just strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it was still.
I don't really know what that was about.
Yeah. But I like him because these aren't characters that I've really got any expectation of when I'm first watching this.
Nah, not all. I mean, you're lucky if you know a couple of the characters.
Honestly, I mean, obviously we know Amanda Waller, we know Rick Flag, but outside of them,
even then, it's not the same Rick Flag, is it?
Is it not? Oh no, it's not.
Dad.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. Yeah,
it's Alvy, isn't it?
Yeah, facts. Yeah, of course. But same Amanda Waller phoning it in, innit?
Yeah, she was phoning it in for sure.
Yeah, for real.
Just no changing of the level of the voice.
Just,
I guess it's different. Certain actors might only be able to get it going in a proper shoot.
Come on, man! You got to do better though. You got to do better, Senator, innit?
Well, low-key, I didn't think it was her at first, but
yeah, it sounds like an AI version of her.
Thinking, it has to be that.
It sounds like an AI version of her.
I looked it up and I was like, "Is her?" I was like, "Fucking hell!" Like, that was horrible, to be honest.
Not the ones at all, but she's not been in it too much.
Nah,
apart from right at the start.
She's a good actor though, so
yeah. That's facts.
She's ran this performance for time.
Facts. Yeah.
Only for like how many? For like
a decade now.
10 years. Yeah. When did that first Suicide Squad film come out? Like 2014.
Yeah, 2014, 2015, 2016, that sort of time.
I remember seeing that film in the cinema.
Yeah, and I remember you and a friend of ours, innit, going as well. I didn't even go, so I wasn't. Yeah. I didn't watch that till years after. Friend of mine, friend of ours, isn't it?
Facts. Cold film.
Nah,
I had to put you onto that one. Innit?
Facts. That was that and Nightcrawler. Just serious movie recommendations. Like, I mean, hopefully, I imagine you will down the line if you do that more solo quest episodes. Just get into that knowledge and that for those film reviews as well, bro. Because you're putting me onto some serious films.
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, I know what a good film is, man. No one makes a good story.
For real. Yeah.
I have to put guys onto serious films.
Yeah, for real. That's what it's about. It's because there's too much nonsense out there.
Way too much nonsense. It's just an instinct as well.
Yeah, facts.
Sometimes I'll be watching something, I'll get like 20 minutes in, I'll just turn it off. It's like, this ain't it.
Yeah, facts. It gets like that, bro. It definitely does get like that. Because you can't be out there wasting your time on shows that are dead or on movies that are dead.
Just the above.
Yeah.
Porn that's dead, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, look, if the production quality's not up to scratch, then
was it like that guy that
I'll be
when
scrolling.
they ask him, innit, like a Bella Danger versus Mia Khalifa?
Yeah, facts. Yeah, in fact, I could do them sort of analysis.
So let's break it down.
Yeah, right. Facts.
He drones on.
Yeah.
He's a G.
Nah, he is
going on as long as he does.
It's not easy. You gotta know your stuff, G. Like,
he's not waffling as well.
Nah, facts. You can tell he knows his stuff. Just like when we were scrolling through those channels on your Fire Stick, innit? And I just knew bears of them. Like, you gotta know your stuff, G.
You gotta be clued up on the game.
First name basis.
It's just crazy, to be honest, but
it's knowledge, G.
You do what you have to do.
It's knowledge, G. Knowledge there, bro. Porn connoisseur, broth connoisseur.
The lot.
The devourer of food, innit? Chingford Galactus.
You can edit that one out.
Yeah, that's fine. What time? How long in? Oh, wait, let's see. Okay, 18 minutes. Yeah.
Fried Donny.
Yeah, I was gone, bro.
The London Galactus.
Yeah. It's the devourer of food. Devourer of meals, isn't it?
What, am I just a Silver Surfer?
What, just making the orders, isn't it? Just making the Uber Eats orders.
Facts.
Just making orders, just seeing what it takes to break me, innit? Just each day's be ordering more and more munch. We can surely not.
No, I know exactly what could break you though.
What's that?
It's like a hot curry.
No, it'd have to be like a lot though.
Well, you don't think one of these super hot curries would do you in?
Oh, in terms of it being like just like too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I'm talking about volume of food.
Volume of food isn't no.
Well,
not a goal.
There's a place near my work that on a certain day of the week they do unlimited wings.
Jesus, how much is that? Like £25?
How much is it? I forget because I just going to pay, just paying it, just just the bottomless wings, just paying it.
I just paying it. Or you're rich.
Well, I just paying it, just slap down the card, isn't it?
Be rich doing that, boy.
I just pay, bro, and they bring me wings, innit? And chips, and I'm eating them as they see that I'm finishing. Like, bro, another 6, yeah, bro, run it, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You see how guys do these food challenges?
Yeah,
that's content, bro.
Facts, I agree, bro. The thing is,
it's kind of hard to do it, but
yeah. But the thing is, when I go to that restaurant, it normally is pretty quiet, which I don't get. I like it there, but to each their own in it. But when I go, it's pretty quiet. So if I brought a fucking camera, ballied up eating wings is nuts, bro. What the hell?
And if you got it up on your nose, you're basically
there's no point.
Like,
what's the point?
You're basically bait face.
What's the point? Unless you get one of those ballies like a mouth hole in it. But even that's techie still.
That's messy
because
it's
not lined up. If it's not lined up correctly, getting sauce everywhere.
Video soon come of Seth wearing a belly.
I'll just blur my face out, innit?
You could do that.
Yeah,
but then what's the point? People want to see you eating. That's what they're there to watch.
Yeah. But no, they're here for me to say that this free game, innit? That's what they're here for me to say. That's what they're really interested in. They want the free game, bro.
Or you could even do an AI face swap thing.
Maybe.
It's kind of smart, isn't it? You could do that.
You could do still. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Just box off their food challenges.
Or I could have it recording the food, innit?
Yeah, you could do.
Like it recording the food, I'm just that's nuts though. Like a POV.
You could have it time lapsed and then you commentating over it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean I'm not even there for that long, but
so
but yeah, no, you could because I could spend a good 45 minutes there. Obviously, it takes time for them to cook the wings as well. Yeah,
you're just sick.
No, to be fair,
how many wings are you finishing up?
Like 24.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like 24.
How many wings can I eat? Are you super hungry doing this, or are you just going out for lunch?
Yesterday, no, Thursday when I done it, I was pretty hungry. But 24 is the max I've had there as well. When I've gone there for lunch.
Well, you full after that?
Yeah. Because it's not just 24 wings, it's like 2 or 3 portions of chips as well.
If you did eat the chips.
Yeah, I'd definitely go for 30 plus.
Yeah. I'm thinking 35 for sure.
Yeah.
24 wings, bro, you're a beast.
Yeah, bro. And I'm going back to work.
Bro, how long are you sitting on that work toilet for, bro?
Oh, yeah, no. That's like a secondary lunch break, bro. That's like... No, bro. Do you know what grinds my gears, though, bro? These brothers that go to the toilet for a shit and they're moaning, bro.
Look, I'll be honest, I've never done that.
Bro, I've never done that. And there are guys in the work office, bro, and I can hear you going at it, G, and just moaning. It's like, you guys, bro, you're not at home. Even if you're at home, that's weird, but you're not at home, G.
No, I've never done that in my life. Not even at home.
No, bro, I'm the same. But there's enough, man, that I am moaning, just, and then breathing after, thinking, fucking hell, guys. Can you sort it out, guys?
I do. I'm just letting it loose.
Yeah. Whereas I'm there chilling. I'll bust a window in it, so I get a nice breeze going. And I'll go on X. Yeah.
That's quite cool.
No, not all of them do, obviously, but I go to the one with the window is. I know what I'm about to be dropping, so I need a window to get bust still. I'm not going to subject myself to that.
Them 24 wings ain't coming out.
Yeah, fact, they're coming out one way or another, innit? Whether you like it or not. So that window's getting bust, and then I'm going on X, bro, and I'm scrolling, G.
What is it, like a single room?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, they're hard, bro. And the ones on my floor don't have this, but I need to go to one of the floors where they've got the automatic rim job machines as well. That's a just ridiculous sensation still because it gets like it blows water up there. It's like sitting on the thing on the jacuzzi, bro.
Well, next time you just have to go to the.
I'm getting serious game on a podcast, G.
Yeah, next time you just have to go to the female bathroom.
No, the ones where I work, they're all like individual rooms, so they're all like.
Oh, there is no like male or female bathroom.
Yeah.
We should find somewhere where there is a female bathroom.
just deliberately find an office where there is a female bathroom. There is one down the road still.
Just saying it like you're gonna think about it.
You never know, bro. Yeah, but a nice automatic rim job machine that does the job nicely still. You do enjoy that.
Wait, so how are you hearing man moaning while taking this shit?
Bro, that's how these guys are doing, G. There's rooms and these guys are making that much noise, G.
So you're chilling and you just
bro, that's what grinds my gears, bro. Like, because how would yes, G, yes.
Oh.
Well, say the rooms are full and I'm waiting outside the toilet. Then I can hear guys going out. I'm like, bro, I don't even want to go in there now, G. I'm gonna wait another 5 minutes for someone else and go in another one. I don't want to go in there now. You go for free game for these guys on the podcast today, G. Like,
it's what you witnessed, isn't it?
Yeah, bro.
What you saw.
Yeah, and it's even worse if it's one without a window as well. I'm not still using it. Still, I'm just not using it. If it's not got a window after I hear a man moaning, then it's just not happening, G.
Moaning is crazy, bro.
These sick guys who got me wondering, like, are you actually even using the toilet at this point? Moaning so much.
That sounds like they're busting nuts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what
I don't even move like that when I'm busting nuts, bro.
Different guys.
Like, just move. Not like,
Bro, there's certain man that do all sorts. Not that I would know, innit? No Diddy. But I can imagine it could get a bit nuts. But when are you gonna rise up the 360 one more time and play like Undisputed 3 or something?
Believe it or not, I was playing it not that long ago.
Is it?
Yeah, probably like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Undisputed 3 is such a good game. Yeah, Xbox 360 is underrated.
Criminally underrated.
Definitely some good. That's why I need to get it. Busted.
Yeah, facts.
So
I was looking into it, but apparently for 360s it's mad hard still.
Yeah.
You have to like open it up and like install a different chip and stuff. You have to like solder it or something. It's mad. You have to do like.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. No one's trying to do all that. Just have to the modded PSP. That's where it's at, isn't it? Either buy one and then mod it yourself, or buy a modded one.
Well, you found a link for them yet?
I found it. I know a couple places that if I wanted to tomorrow, I wanted to grab one. I could, innit?
Okay.
Obviously you got one of the guys on X that sells them. There's guys on like eBay that sell them. Guys on like Etsy that sell them as well. Them sort of places. But I'd probably what I was looking to do on eBay was to buy one with the disc drive not working, because obviously all my games can be loaded onto a SD card, so I don't need the disc drive anyway. So if I can get one like a cheap one with disc drive not working for like 40 quid, and I'm there, bro.
Especially, that's quite good, to be fair.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and if I do it myself, then I do it for free, innit? And just spending 40 quid to play all them games.
Yeah, it's just as easy as slapping an SD card in.
Or you could just wait for the Switch 2 to come out.
Imagine what kind of pussy ass bitch you have to be to.
Bro.
Like, only people are allowed to have a Switch is children.
Otherwise, children are nonces.
No, well, I guess.
Yeah.
Inevitably.
Facts. But the only thing they have Ultimate Alliance 3 though. The Switch has Ultimate Alliance 3, and
so
that
you're gonna buy a Switch just for Ultimate Alliance 3.
When you say it like that, you make me feel like, right, you're some idiot for thinking like that. But like, I probably would. Like, reality, and obviously I wouldn't. Because if I had a choice between a Switch just for Ultimate Alliance 3 or a modded PSP with all the games ever, apart from like the new ones, because PSP won't even have versions of them. I think like the newest FIFA you could probably play on there would be like FIFA 14, like 2K14.
2K14. That's, I have that one on my PC.
2K14.
Yeah,
Bruh.
but it doesn't really work properly.
Well, like not well, like optimized for PC.
Yeah, it did work with controller for a time, and I
Yeah,
was playing it because it's actually quite fun 2K14.
yeah.
But
So imagine playing it on a PSP.
yeah, it would probably be quite live to be fair.
Or what we should do is oh no, because none of the games will have online still. Well, because it's a busted game, and then
Yeah, you wouldn't have online.
probably because all the games, even if they were online, all the servers would be shut by now as well.
Definitely for all those old games.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I guess we can move on to the breaking news from the
yeah, man.
UFC main event. Your guy, our guy,
Yeah,
Renato Money Moicano getting in that main event against Islam. It's a big, big opportunity for him.
yeah. Love to see it. Love to see it from Moicano. Obviously, he's one of my favorites. I mean, not just because of his personality, but his recent performances.
He's been on an absolute tear.
Like against that fight against Benoit Saint Denis, that alone could make you a Moicano fan.
Definitely. It was a dominant performance in a fight where a lot of people didn't think he had the best chance to win.
No, and you deep the way he beat him as well. Like so many of these guys in the UFC now, if they're grapplers, they're like just these Dagestani wrestlers that won't even really wrestle you effectively, but will hold you against the cage and then just wear you down. So many grapplers are like that. You had Moicano grabbing takedowns and just beating man up, G. Just putting beatings on guys um, from grappling positions, using his grappling to enable his ground and pound, essentially. There aren't
Yeah,
many
his
guys that
game
do
all
that.
works within itself. It
Yeah,
allows him to get in better positions on the ground, and that is where most of his work comes from on the ground. He has some really good jiu-jitsu, really good
yeah.
ground and pound, as we saw in his most recent fight. Brilliant performance.
Which you don't. It feels like you don't write a poker championship. Bro. Did you see
You
that?
just saw poker and you just got excited.
Yeah. No, Moicano though. Happy to see him in the main event. He was going to be fighting Benil Dariush, but he's ranked number 10. But I think, like MMA Guru said, he should be ranked like number 6.
Should be right, yeah, because of his like how it does work. I've seen is if you have a good performance, you get higher ranking based on that.
Yeah.
So realistically, he should be higher ranked than number 10. Quite.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, he should be higher. Definitely should be higher than that.
Yeah.
The streak he's on, ranked fighters he's beaten,
Facts.
definitely higher than 10.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yep.
He's fighting for the belt now, though.
Exactly, bro.
Fuck it.
But I think because he's ranked number 10, guys are giving him less of a chance. And don't get it twisted, he hasn't got much of a chance still. But I think because guys are seeing Champion v ranked number 10 contender, okay, he's got no chance. But it's really Champion v like ranked number 6 contender. If the rankings were like true.
Yeah, if they were how they should be, really.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, in terms of this new fight,
Yeah.
so obviously I made my prediction for that main event, and now that main event isn't happening.
Yep. And neither's the Moicano fight as well.
No,
The Dariush
the
fight.
Dariush and Moicano fight.
So two fights got changed.
Do you feel sorry for Moicano there now? But
yeah, but he'll be getting paid way more money.
Not Moicano, sorry, Dariush.
Oh, Dariush, yeah.
Dariush.
Yeah.
It's too buzzed.
Yeah, I guess like that, bro. We're gonna roast another one after, or
Yeah, potentially.
innit? I hope I got enough blood, but I'm not gonna go fuck all in the tank, innit?
Let's have what that nug. That's a fat zoo.
Definitely not fat, my friend.
Bugging out.
That's not a fat thing. That will fill up a nice sized cone, but I wouldn't say it's a fat thing.
But no, it's gonna be a super tough one for him.
Yeah.
Don't see his path to victory in this one. Islam is better everywhere.
Yep.
And he's just much better. He's better at analysing his opponent and then using their weaknesses. I could even see him submitting Moicano,
Yeah, bro. Look, Islam submitted Charles Oliveira, who's like I said to you privately, but Charles Oliveira is a better version of Renato Moicano, and Islam subbed Charles Oliveira. Like that that win will go down in like UFC lightweight history.
Yeah.
Like
The
Islam
way he made it
submitting
look so easy against
the guy with the most submissions.
someone who was so good and submitted
Yeah,
him as well.
that's one of the best wins in lightweight history. I hope down the line the history books will remember that, but that's what this podcast is for, isn't it? So people can be like, people forget, man, and then they can show our podcast. But no, these guys always knew. People forget man's a bar as well, though.
People forget, man. People forget, man.
Rogan loves that a bit too much.
Thing is, though, like Rogan is so annoying to the point where I kind of just want to hear more of him at this point. He's just funny.
Yeah.
Just having him there is just.
It feels like he doesn't even talk about as much fights anymore. I don't know because I don't really listen to.
I feel like he's way more of a casual than he was even a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, he feels like he's more of a comedian who's a fight fan rather than how he was before when he was like a fight fan first and then was doing comedy on the side.
I feel like he does his commentary pretty much because it's the cards that he wants to see.
Yeah.
And because he's such good friends with Dana, obviously he's going to commentate the ones he wants to commentate.
Yeah, and Dana's not going to fire him.
No,
never.
Never. They're that close.
Yeah.
And obviously they have a lot of respect for each other. And Dana White's going to want Joe there whenever.
Yeah.
Whenever he wants to do it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much the only ones like in America, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Although back in the day, he probably did like every card, but
yeah,
definitely like the last 10 or so years.
Because I'm sure he would have. I'm sure he'd done like one of the UFC Londons, like a few years ago now. I'm sure he did do one of the UFC Londons.
Yeah, he probably would have for sure.
Do they have I just feel like Saints Row here though.
This is quite cool. You can stream all these games from your Fire Stick.
Yeah.
You just need a controller.
Can you use the P5 controller?
I don't think so.
Right.
I don't even know how you connect it up.
You can do it because I've done it at my yard with
What, to the Fire Stick?
Not to the Fire Stick, but I've got a Samsung TV. You can do it on a Samsung TV as well.
We tried it on the Fire Stick.
No, never on the Fire Stick still.
Yeah,
to be fair, I did do it on my TV. It worked decent still. It wasn't perfect. You couldn't play for time because it would start to bug out, but it was alright still. I played like 2K on there, Forza.
I know there are specific controllers you can get for the Fire Stick though.
Okay. When you play DayZ with a friend of ours.
That shit game.
Friend of mine, friend of ours, isn't it? You sound like some mobbed out guys. Saying Gabagool over here, innit?
Sends me down there for the Gabagool.
Yeah, facts. Us shaking our hands.
The Gabagool.
Or like when Big Pussy said it. Talking about the we say salami Gabagool. No, more of these restaurants need to be open like 24/7 because now I'm slightly fried and got a munchie slightly. When I cut eventually, there's not even going to be that many places open. But that's why more of these places need to be open like 24/7. G, like don't even close because you can be making money whenever, bro.
Well, when does Morley's shut?
Morley's, who knows, bro. Morley's wouldn't be my place of choice, but I even know.
Wait, is that not what you just said?
Nah.
What did you just say?
Munchies, I probably said. I've got the munchies.
Wait, what's that?
Munchies, bro. When you're fried and you want to eat, G. You feel like
bro, I'm too proud. I'm hearing things.
Like when you're fried and you feel like you could eat a horse, like munchies. G.
Well, when McDonald's is the only.
Yeah, that's what I'd be hitting still.
I had that last night and it was just scummy. It was alright.
What did I have last night? I didn't even have any.
I can't eat their beef anymore, bro.
Why not?
It's just horrible.
But
It's just disgusting.
a Big Mac is still laying.
The beef is just horrible.
I would never get like a quarter pounder though.
I feel like I'm eating cardboard.
I hear it still. I hear it.
I just got them at crispy.
I do like the McCrispy and the McSpicy, but maybe I'll get that then.
The beef burger is just dry as fuck, bro.
What? Not a Big Mac. The Big Mac's got a Big Mac sauce, which helps it tremendously.
It's still dry though.
Nah, bro. The Big Mac sauce is just different gravy, G.
Well, I got the new McCrispy they got there. It's got all like onions and sauce on it and that, bro. It's quite nice.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to grab that still. How McCrispy is it?
It was called the. Let me look at it.
Or was it McSpicy?
No, it wasn't the McSpicy.
McSpicy's not that spicy, G.
So what's the point?
You know, it's got some spice, but it's not mad spicy.
I've never tried it.
You should still. You'd like it still.
I don't know about that one.
You would, because it's not mad spicy, G. You'd be like, right, Seth just put me onto that.
The Smokehouse McCrispy.
Bruh. Smokehouse, you know.
Yeah.
Smoke this.
1:36 a.m.
Oh, that's when you got it. Oh. That's cold.
It's late night creeping, isn't it?
Got to, bro. That's what happens when you just get too faded, isn't it? I was considering doing that yesterday when I was out with a friend of ours when we were drinking Henny, but I was like, no, it's getting too late still. I'm like, I take yours.
No, you're not a late guy. Like, I know you don't.
No, it was like 2, G.
Yeah, that's late for you.
It was 2, and then I'm already driving drunk, obviously, because we've been off the Henny, G, and we're pouring out fat drinks as well. They're not like a little single and some Coke. They were like doubles, triples, multiple of them in it.
You're faded, don't know.
Gone, bro. So I'm like, yeah, I don't even want to drive for longer and tempt fate, innit? Just hit yard straight away.
Yeah, because being fried is one thing, innit? That shouldn't really make you a worse driver.
I was fried as well, though.
But being drunk,
I'd smoked 2 fat spliffs as well.
Being drunk, you don't have control over your physical faculties.
You do. You definitely still have control. You're not like under a trance. Probably cloud your judgment a bit more, innit? Like, it just clouds your judgment, I probably would say, more than anything. Like,
you're in a trance.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you're in a trance. like you're spazzing out. Like Will in the In-Betweeners when he ate that weed.
You have to eat it, innit?
Yeah, man's saying, I want my mummy. I call in an ambulance for man.
Got to that.
No, In-Betweeners a goated show, but that's what it's all about. The Lonely Stunner podcast. We were talking about UFC 311, then we talked about drinking Henny, then we talked about In-Betweeners. Well, what's the pick? Moicano to win, second round submission, yeah? Rear naked choke.
Yeah, as much as I'd love to pick him to win, it's just not happening, is it?
It's not.
I'd probably say like second round TKO for his son.
I hope Moicano doesn't get finished. I
think he'll probably get finished.
He could, definitely, bro. Islam's got the power to stop him for sure.
I think the kicks are going to be a big problem.
Yeah, of course.
Moicano.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the power to stop him for sure. But I would hate to see it, but yeah. I could very much see that happening.
I want Moicano to win
as
much as anyone, though.
Yeah, facts. He's like the first guy to be in a title shot in a very, very long time. Where like I really want him to win. I mean, most of the times I don't really care. Like, but it's like even when Leon Edwards was in a title fight, I wasn't even that bothered about my man. But it's got to show Leon Edwards didn't really have any fans though.
No, the only reason he had any fans was because he was British.
Yeah,
so people just backed him just because.
Yeah,
I never really I rated him when he knocked out Usman.
Yeah,
but he hasn't had any great performances other than that, really.
No,
I can't think of one great performance other than that performance right there.
He rematched Usman, though, didn't he?
Yeah,
but yeah.
I think he won a split decision.
Yeah,
it might have been unanimous. I don't know. It was a decision.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, even other guys, like, who else would I even say? Pereira, to be fair. But he's been champion for a minute still, so him winning it over was cold. Yeah, Pereira and Moicano, bro. I mean, they are like my two probably favourites. So they're going to be the two guys I'm going to be most gassed for still. But yeah, Moicano, yeah, most gassed I've been for a guy to win or to get a title shot in a very long time still. Very, very long time.
Like, it's a crazy situation that he's just found himself in.
I agree, yeah. But then, yeah, again, when Dana makes that call to you, you have to be the guy that's like, yeah, I'm stepping up. Because a lot of man would have turned that down still.
You can't be turning it down, no way.
Bro, guys are being guys politic a lot in the UFC. You see it with guys like who was it? It was like the Ian Gary and Shavkat fight. Like apparently they tried to get better other guys to fight Shavkat before they got to Ian Gary. But guys are probably just turning down the fight, innit?
Yeah, definitely. It's all politics as well.
Yeah.
There's more politics in the UFC than people think.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's not as bad as boxing.
Nowhere near as bad as boxing.
People
Actually,
think it doesn't
boxing
exist.
has got better though.
It's gotten better, but it's only gotten better because of Saudi money, innit?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like Dana White said, boxing was so messed up. It took a guy with basically unlimited money that doesn't care if he makes any money back to come in and fix it. That's how bad the business was.
Yeah, which is good for boxing.
It's good for boxing, yeah, because that's what they needed still.
But UFC is becoming more politicky.
It is, yeah. But especially where that sort of thing has kind of been rewarded now, where basically Sean O'Malley laid out the blueprint of like just getting the easiest fights you can against the most popular guys, like stylistically the most favourable fights you can get. When you get them, you get like a good performance or like a good knockout. Then you get a title shot, win the title, and then the UFC's kind of made a new star. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Now. He's lost the title, so we'll see like his next fight. If he does like big numbers, we'll kind of see how much of a star he really is in it.
Yeah, I think a lot of it depends on his next fight because he needs to. Not only does he need to obviously win, but he needs to put on a good performance as well. Maybe against someone who's not stylistically a good matchup for him as well. Because if it's just another matchup that's gonna be easy for him, a striker.
Yeah, and he should fight like Corey Sandhagen or something, man.
Yeah, that would be a nice win.
Hmm.
Or even if Jan's not gonna be lined up for the belt after, maybe a Jan rematch.
Yeah, well, that fight was close, wasn't it?
Yeah, very close.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought Jan won.
Yeah, bro, Peter Yan, they keep doing him dirty still.
He's so good.
Yeah.
But he loses a fair amount.
Yeah, no, he needs to. I mean, he beat Figueiredo towards the end of last year, but he needs to come back again still.
It was a very good fight, a good performance from both fighters.
Yeah, Figueiredo, he was ranked in the top 10, wasn't he? He was ranked like 8 or something.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, he must have had like a couple fights at bantamweight, innit? Because I remember him like losing in the flyweight title fights. I was thinking, right, he lost the title fight, then went straight back to bantamweight in like a decent fight. I guess that would still happen though, because even if you're a champion or like a champion contender in one weight division, you move up one, you're still going to be like a semi-respected guy. It's not like you're starting from zero. You have to fight like unranked guys to come in the top 15. So yeah, Peter Yan though, yeah, cold guy. But what about the co-main? Who wins in the co-main still? My mind's flip-flopping about this one. Merab v Umar.
I mean, I've picked Umar. Yeah, I still think Umar. I'm set on it. So, because for that matchup, if Merab is able to do to Umar what he does to everybody else, then there's no hope for this division. This division is going to be written off. So you could say it's more hope than anything, but I feel like Umar by far has the better strike, and if it's able to stay on the feet. And he might even have the better jiu-jitsu and submission game as well.
Yeah, maybe.
Merab.
Yeah.
Merab is really just a pure wrestler.
Mm. Yeah.
Pure workhorse. Shoot for unlimited amount of takedowns. I think he shot for like 40 plus takedowns against Joe Aldo.
That's jokes.
He defended like 30 something takedowns.
It's crazy.
Which is like, at that point, should you not win the fight for defending over 30 takedowns?
Yeah, low key, yeah. Low key, yeah, you should. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I guess it's what do they say, optics.
Yeah. But I guess optics. Because to be fair, if he got like take down like 10 times in a fight, that is quite a lot of time to get taken down.
And being held up against the fence and shit. Like.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, Marab's, and the thing is, where Marab, his only advantage probably is the wrestling, so he's gonna have to force that because Umar's a much better striker than him, from what we've seen. Um, but we also saw from Marab in the Sean O'Malley fight that he was good at winning rounds. Like even if not much was happening for most of the fight, like the last minute of a round, you'd see Marab start shooting for takedowns, be more active, and then win the round.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you can do that over 5 rounds,
yeah, we know cardio is never going to be an issue for Marab. Maybe it's all like the last minute or 2 of the 5th round.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Cardio is not an issue for Marab. He's going to try to initiate to Umar what he does to everyone else, I think.
He's gonna have to, because in terms of striking, Umar's nowhere near as good of a striker as like Sean O'Malley still, but
Marab has been put in a lot of trouble on the feet by a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Been put in serious trouble by Cejudo, not even that. That was probably a few, like 4 or 5 fights ago for Marab.
Yeah.
Maybe even a few less, but he's been hurt by Moraes on the feet.
Yeah.
I think Umar can definitely do something. I think it'll be more with the kicks that he'll do damage.
Yeah.
Also, if that's going to allow him to get taken down, using those kicks the way
Exactly.
he does.
Exactly.
At the same time, you have to assume, from what we've seen and from his background, that his grappling is elite level.
Yes. Yeah.
And his submission game in jiu-jitsu is probably superior to Marab's as well.
Even submissions is probably
if his pure wrestling isn't.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm picking Umar, really. I feel like even if Marab tries to initiate his game plan, I think Umar's going to be superior in that.
I just hope.
And if he stays on the feet, he's going to be superior in that as well.
Yeah, I just hope Marab doesn't win via plot armor, innit?
I mean, yeah, if you're talking the way you're talking about Drickus, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, bro.
How's this guy winning fights like this?
Who knows, bro?
He's inspiring a bitch-made generation of guys.
Yep. That's why we need guys like Renato Moicano to inspire the new generation to not be bitch-made guys.
Definitely. Putting their all out there.
Facts.
Not trying to barely win.
Bro, go out and beat a guy up, G. Not because there's too many guys that are trying to focus on winning a competition. Not enough guys that are trying to beat another guy up.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Trying to score points, trying to not be damaged, and let's just get the win money and get out of here, sort of thing.
Exactly.
So what's your prediction for the co-main?
I keep flip flopping because, like you're saying, Umar has got more paths to victory, so you kind of logically have to go with him. But like I'm saying with Marab, the plot armor,
I think he's just gonna somehow get it done.
Just win a decision, and then Marab still holds the belt. Maybe they do a rematch with, because he's beaten Peter Yan, innit? So maybe do a rematch with Yan, rematch with Sean.
Even if that happens, Marab wins.
Yeah,
I'm not really. He's cleared out the entire division.
He has. He kind of has. That's why pretty much after Umar, he starts going for rematches. Yan 2, O'Malley 2.
Literally.
Maybe, I know, you're not doing a Cejudo 2. Cejudo's not getting a title shot. Nah. So yeah, it'd be that.
That's why it's just going to be dead if... at that point, if Peyton Talbot gets a good win, you might as well give him a title shot.
So yeah, probably would get to that, because by that time, if Marab has those 2 fights, and assuming he wins, by that time, Peyton Talbot probably would be top 5.
Or even, I don't know if you know about that Marcus McGee guy, but he's like some small black guy, but he's in bantamweight. I think he's just become like 15th or 14th ranked. He's on a pretty decent win streak.
Fair enough.
He looks quite nice. So.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, all divisions, they need young guys coming up on streaks to come and challenge for a title.
But I like these type of guys that just you haven't heard of them before, and they're on a 5-fight win streak in the UFC, and
Yeah. They've been
they've
like
just become
prelims.
like
Yeah,
14th ranked,
facts.
and they've just been working their way up.
Yeah, bro.
These are the type of guys that go on to be good.
They are. They're going to have, like I said, good runs in the UFC, and sometimes they even go on to win the belt or challenge for the belt, or be in main events or wherever. Go out to go and get paid for a bit of money, like your boy Kevin Holland.
Yeah,
He's on this card as well.
Got to.
He's probably going to lose.
So you're picking Morab, the co-main.
Yeah, I'm picking Morab.
Right.
Much as I hate it.
Well, yeah, the next one we can move on to is the Yuri and Jamal Hill.
Yeah. You got dominated, I got caught.
Yeah, facts.
No, when you've got a guy who blocks punches with his face, you kind of can't go against that still. You know what I mean? When Poatan's trying to jab you to the body and you block it with your face, like, unless you're fighting Poatan, I can't really go against you still. And those are his only 2 UFC losses as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yuri is another guy with plot armor.
Nah, bro, Yuri's not got plot armor.
No, he does. He
doesn't.
Because Pereira just has more plot armor.
Yes, Pereira does have more plot armor, but Yuri's not like.
Because think about it, Yuri's just losing the Rakic fight, losing the Rakic. He's getting dinged up, leg kicks, fucking him up.
Yeah.
And a man just hits Rakic a couple of times and goes down and ground and pounds him out, and that's it. Like,
because he's got that in his locker still.
Yeah.
He's able
the
to.
Plot armor.
No, he's got the skill to at times be losing a fight and the heart to still come out and bang a guy out.
I don't disagree with that. That's part of it. That's part of the plot armor.
But these are guys. It's like he beat Glover, and even Glover's probably a better boxer. But overall, as an MMA fighter, Yuri at that point was better than him, so he beat him. So that's not plot armor. Like, that's a guy facing a guy who's better than and beating him.
But even then, he was kind of getting pumped up for that whole fight.
The entire fight.
It was like round 5 that he finished him.
Bro, because that's what Yuri does, G.
It's the plot armor.
No, that's the heart, bro. The plot armor, it's the heart, bro. Yuri's gonna beat Jamal Hill.
Of course, yeah. I've picked Yuri.
You picked Yuri, yeah.
By like a first or second round knockout.
He's a big underdog, though.
Strange to me because he's coming off such a devastating loss.
So's Jamal Hill, though.
Not as bad as Yuri. Because Yuri got dropped badly at the end of the first round.
Bro, but...
At the start of the second round, he got head kicked into oblivion.
Bro, the Jamal Hill, though, fight, bro. That is like one of the most
crazy.
memeable knockouts.
That was crazy.
Like man, you got banged out. One
I
left
hook.
hook.
To put a bet on Yuri, I can't lie.
Yeah, the odds will be good. I'm sure Jamal Hill's like a big favourite for that fight.
Do a Yuri and Moicano accumulator on it.
You'd be
Or they call it a parlay.
Yeah, that's what they call it in America. Yeah. No, you'd be eating off that.
No,
if those came in, bro, that'd be generational wealth right there.
No, I'll put a 5 on Yuri though.
Bro,
Actually, I might not put method. I might put.
I don't because I'm trying to win, innit? But
let me actually look at that because that is tonight. So
yeah. But speaking of gambling, that takes me on to my next story. When we finish the UFC. Oh no, I mean the rest of the card you've given your predictions for, innit? But I haven't really given.
Yeah, there's still well, at least the Kevin Holland fight we can talk about.
Kevin Holland's probably going to lose that fight as well.
Versus the Riddler.
Yeah, Kevin Holland's probably going to lose that fight. Is that middleweight? Yeah. Yeah, he's probably going to lose this fight.
Wasn't the guy like a double champion in one FC?
Yeah, something like that.
That's like, to be fair, like
I know he was cold in one FC, but
certain guys from the UFC could go be double champion in one FC. But
yes, but that's mad.
That doesn't mean he's not good.
They just feed in Kevin Holland these guys from these new guys from other promotions. Goes against MVP, gets cooked, and then now a guy at one FC, he's gonna lose to him as well.
Probably gonna get cooked in it.
He's probably gonna lose. Hopefully, he doesn't get banged up too bad, so Kevin Holland can see him fight again soon. But he needs to go down to 170. I can't lie.
Yeah, I don't know what because how long has he been Has he been a middleweight for a while now?
Bro, I don't know. Even if he has, or if he hasn't, he's not a middleweight still. Like he's too small for the weight division.
I think most of his fights have been at. Well, he's only really recently started fighting at middleweight.
He needs to go back down to welterweight. I can't lie, because not big enough for middleweight.
Yeah, his last 2 fights have been at middleweight.
Yeah.
He was at middleweight in like his early UFC career.
Yeah.
Went down to welterweight, and now he's back to middleweight.
Because he would have fought like Thiago Santos, Jacare.
That's quite crazy though that he was fighting at welterweight and Santos had a title fight at light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Like, Santos is way bigger than Kevin Holland.
Yeah, bro. That's what these Brazilians are like, G.
That's a crazy matchup. But I remember the first time I fully remember seeing him is when he knocked out Jacare on the ground.
Yeah. Crazy knockout.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That's when I first found out about him, really.
Yeah. And obviously banged up Buckley as well. That was a cold knockout. Just like a 1-2, just cooked him. Yeah, that's why he needs to go back down to welterweight, because Kevin Holland at middleweight is not the one.
Nah,
But
he seems doesn't seem like it seems like he probably walks around not that much heavier than middleweight.
he can't. Like he's a lanky
He's
guy.
a skinny,
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. And like most of the time when he's facing these guys, they're just like bullying him on the ground. Apart from like MVP, who just like pretty much just outstriked him, which MVP's gonna do to a lot of guys.
He does get bullied on the ground quite a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, bro. Brunson ragdolled him a bit. Even Jacare, even though Jacare lost to him, Jacare was out grappling him. He had him on his back.
He just got a couple shots in.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. And then even in his last fight, when he got injured, that was when he was on the ground. Then the guy was grappling him and like broke his rib or something.
Yeah, something like that, like an injury.
Yeah. Kevin Holland, man, I do rate him, but he's gonna lose this fight. So what's that? Three losses in a row? Would that be MVP, the guy who got injured against, and then if he loses to this guy now?
No, he beat Michael Oleksiejczuk in the fight before last. That was middleweight.
Okay.
He's like probably like just outside the rankings sort of guy.
Right.
And then he fought Delidze and lost in that injury thing.
Yeah. And then he's gonna face Rene the Riddler.
The Riddler.
The Riddler. The Riddler.
The Riddler.
The Diddler, innit? Diddler on the roof.
Rene the Riddler.
Wow. No, the Riddler's cold though.
Finally, innit?
He would have got away with it if it wasn't for Inspector Gordon.
You're a fucking guy, Inspector Gordon.
Just telling guys to open their eyes. It's restaurant inspector, innit? Just inspecting the crime scene or inspecting restaurants.
Well, where is MMA? There it is.
Yeah, so that guy's going to beat Kevin Holland. And then that's probably it for the main card that we're really interested in. There is another fight. Heavyweight, isn't it?
Spivak and Almeida, yeah. It's just a bit. Heavyweight's heavyweight, though. If you're not one of the best, you're kind of just a bit boring.
Yeah.
Which Almeida and Spivak both are. I did pick Almeida, though, because he's on steroids and...
Okay. Because he's on steroids, you know.
Yeah, look at him, bro. Of course he is.
No, speaking of steroids, Bobby Lashley was an MMA fighter, though.
Bobby Lashley wasn't a bad MMA fighter.
He was, but like he was bad. Like he wasn't good. He didn't lose. He didn't lose because he was facing bums. But like, if you actually watch this guy fight, you're like, yeah, he's pretty dead.
He was pretty dead, but
like he was.
That's what you need him to do. Just punch up bums.
Yeah, but like obviously his striking was bad, but because he's so much physically stronger than all the heavyweights he's facing, he can just wrestle them. Even though he's not even that good at wrestling, but he's just physically strong. He's got like wrestling caliber. I think he was like a Division 2 champion or something in college wrestling. But
It's respectable.
it's respect. No, it's definitely. But like, you wouldn't watching his MMA fights. You wouldn't think that still. And I guess the guys he was facing were just absolute bums. So he would just take them down, ground and pound, and then that was it.
I don't know, if you put on a fiver, you get a tenner back for Yuri.
That's worth it still. considering Yuri got dominated and Jamal Hill got caught, completely different.
We'll see what if I put like a second round knockout.
Bruh.
That ain't bad. I've put on like £100, isn't it?
Yeah, you should still. When I wake up tomorrow, I want to see bare videos on Insta of like Yuri just screaming,
I am coming!
Yeah. Because he beat Jamal Hill. And he wants to the trilogy with Poatan, isn't it? To be fair, we'll get like that stuff. If Pereira faces Ankalaev and beats him, you're probably doing the Yuri trilogy still.
Oh, I don't know. I would want to see Yuri win a couple more. One more at least.
Against who though? What,
Ankalaev?
Khalil? Yeah. No, I want to see Khalil fight again though. Even then, Khalil's been hit and miss as well his entire career. Obviously his Muay Thai is good, but obviously stylistically for Pereira, that was a great fight. But Khalil is hard, but he's just inconsistent because he's so one. Because he's like so one dimensional. There's always going to be guys that stylistically are going to be bad matchups for you, and they're just going to beat you.
Okay, a fiver would get me £40 back if I put KO in round 2.
That's a bit more risky though, but
yeah,
worth it. Actually, that takes me.
That's why I got to put on an accumulator of like 4 or 5 fights.
Damn.
Put like a fiver on if it's like £200 back. If it happens, it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, if you just do like the biggest underdogs.
I'll pick like Umar.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, I don't really understand odds that well.
It depends how they are. I understand them better when it's like the decimal ones. If it's the fractions, I don't get them still. But that does take me on to my next story about gambling. And a friend of mine, not a friend of ours, a friend of mine has some family members and some associates that are involved in like, the Albanian mafia, right? Obviously, they own some of the teams, and some of the players are like associates to the Albanian mafia as well. So they'll fix some games, which is also why you'll never see, or very rarely will you see, like an Albanian team in the Champions League. So the team who wins the Albanian Premier League should qualify for the Champions League, but UEFA banned them because they fixed their matches, innit? So they get like 5-year ban, 10-year bans, the Albanian teams. But yeah, so there was an Albanian game. I won't say if it was league or whatever, because I don't hot the spot up too much, innit? So there's an Albanian game, and I get the drop. This team's probably going to lose this match. If you want to put some money on it, you can. But obviously, these sorts of things, they're not on your regular betting app, innit? It's an Albanian football game. Yeah, it's an Albanian football game. Not just anyone's gonna like Sky Bet's not doing bets for Albanian football, innit? So you have to find that. But obviously, you don't want to put on bare money because the companies will clock that it's probably a fixed thing, and then they'll lock it off. But at the same time, you don't want to put on too money either. Again, because stuff can go wrong, innit? It's fixed, but anything can still happen. So I put on a bit of money. My friend also puts on a bit of money. Basically, double our money. And like I wake up, I check the account, like right, there's some nice chunk of change in there. Just once again involved in the match fixing scandal.
Well, the odds are they got Marab as a big underdog.
Bro, I put money on Marab still.
Big underdog,
I'd consider putting some money on Marab then.
I might. I bloody might.
Because I picked Marab.
Bloody well, mate.
Your boy Marab, you know. Some Leng nose.
I picked like Marab
Some
and
ginger
Yuri.
prick, innit? It's an absolute ginger prick, mate.
Put a five, I get £28 back.
Not bad, not bad. 5 times your money.
I'm picking Marab, and if I might put like £2 on that.
Well, I'll have to check. I have to check my betting app because I've got like bets on like boxing in like a couple of weeks' time.
Okay.
So I had to check if them events have even happened yet because we're betting on some like obscure boxing matches. Because you've got to, innit, bro? This is what comes with being a gambling addict. You've seen the movie The Gambler
I don't
with
think so.
Mark Wahlberg, and probably like his only good acting performance. He plays like a degenerate gambler, like but he's like a professor. So he's like an English professor. So he's supposed to be like this like kind of smart, deep dude, but he's like some degenerate gambler. And the thing is, what I don't understand about these men is like they're like degenerate gamblers. Like I don't get it. You're leaving so much up to chance for something that you can't really control. Like on a game of blackjack, within a certain, unless you're counting cards, which my man wasn't, because he would be losing bare money. You don't know what the next card's going to be. Yet you're putting in 20, 30k hands and then losing it. And then, but I guess you're addicted to the feeling, innit? Like the tune from the Coca-Cola ad, taste the feeling, innit?
You gotta be a gambling addict, though, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess the games do get, they are kind of better nowadays because you get better the crypto gambling ads, not ads, but games like the ones that a friend of ours used to be playing.
Yeah, I even put some money into that.
It's just
See,
straight
it's bad because
gambling,
at one
though.
point I was up like a score, and I'm like, oh fucking hell.
Yeah, bro, that's how they get you, though.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you, G.
You're like, oh, I can
Yeah,
win more, and you don't,
exactly,
and you lose it all.
exactly, G.
It's just pure.
But then you get guys who eventually they just get too addicted to it, and they just keep putting in more and more money, and then they just cooked,
Cooked.
just absolutely cooked. But you never want to be that cooked guy.
Yeah, that's why with the gambling thing, I just a little fiver here and there.
Yeah, G. Yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
crazy.
But even what I do, so you know the Liverpool game you were at, the Tottenham Liverpool
Yeah.
game, when it was 0-0 for time. For like the 85th minute, I put on like for the game to finish under 2.5 goals. Because like it's 5 minutes left, no one's scoring. They're not going to put like 3 goals in 5 minutes. So I did that, put some money on, then won money from that. And the odds weren't crazy, obviously, but it's easy money, isn't it, Jay?
It's easy
It's money. I'm literally tapping a few things on my phone, put my phone down, come back in 10 minutes' time, and I've made a bit of money, G.
It's easy. It's easy. Man. So with 5 minutes left, I was fit under 2.5
Yeah,
goals.
G.
Easy, man.
Facts. Now, I remember at one point when I was deep in my, well, I was never addicted in it, but I was knee deep in my bag. I was like finding out like the average amount of corners for each team as well. So I was working out like, West Ham average like 7 corners a game, and against Southampton, who average like 9 corners a game, it's probably going to be under 25 corners this game, and I'd bet on that. And again, the odds wouldn't be crazy, but all I'm doing is tapping a few buttons on my phone. I'm putting the phone down, chilling, whatever. Come back, bit of money's been made. That's how you build up a bankroll for being a degenerate gambler, G. A sports
Easy
betting,
money.
a sports betting millionaire in the making. Clip that, innit?
So I'm putting £2 on Marab by decision and Yuri by KO or TKO. £2, that would be £20.
Damn, not bad. 10 times your money, 10 extra money still.
If Marab wins the decision,
You probably would, innit?
and if Yuri wins by KO or TKO.
Nah, Morab needs to go back to Georgia, innit? Just stealing the England flag.
I'll put on another one though.
Got to, innit? Why not?
I'll put on a little five. I still got £3 left in
Oh, okay. Yeah. Jokes. That's jokes.
I usually place some bets when the UFC's on, to be honest.
I don't bet on the UFC anymore. Still, it's too
It is too
unpredictable.
unpredictable.
I don't bet on the UFC. I'll bet on boxing because that's more predictable. But yeah, UFC's. I've had way too many nights ruined from unpredictable UFC things. Still,
Yeah.
yeah. So made a quick little flip on the Albanian fixed football, but
Got to.
there was one point when it was popping. Um, you could make like a few bills in a night, but it would probably cost you your betting account.
Worth it.
Low key worth it, but the thing is, with the Albanian games, there's only so many companies you can use, in it. So once you're banned from all their man, you can't really make no more money from it. So you have to either do it less often, or when you do it, you do it with less amounts.
So it's just like mediating it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get.
So instead of like
You're
betting,
locked off.
say you bet like a bill fifth to win 2-3 bills, that sort of thing will probably get your account locked off. If you're doing that, you open an account straight away. You're putting in
put
2
it
bills.
That game,
Yeah.
They got a clock on.
If you've got an account and you put on 50 quid, and then like another 30 quid, and then you make like what? You make like 90 quid from the £50 bet and like 70 quid from the £30 bet or whatever. Like, raw. I just made some money from some information from a friend of mine, friend of ours, isn't it?
Gotta be.
You gotta be, bro.
I know you rate that film.
That's a cold film. It's like when I sent you that mad question, a mad message when I was saying if you're gonna get into organised crime, what would you do? Innit? You sound like one fed. You sound like one fed, but what we need to do is get a 4-man podcast with Dave Blunt and Eric Reprid.
What, just make them collab on it, like hold a gun to their head and make them collab.
Yeah, facts. We'll like start playing some beats and just make them like freestyle, innit?
Just force them.
Yeah, facts. No, they'll be vibing, they'll be feeling it, they'd want to, innit?
You think like they rate each other, you get a rate what they're both on, innit?
That's what I think, innit? I mean, how can you not rate Dave Blunt unless you're like, I don't know, something wrong with you, or like you just hate fat people. There are people like that, to be fair. There are people.
Yeah, there's reasons.
Yeah. But for me, he's a brother who's not done nothing to me, innit? So I don't hate him. Obviously, he can lose some weight, but he knows that.
No, I wouldn't. He seems like not a bad guy.
But facts.
He's not. Doesn't seem like one of those sort of big-headed.
No, he seems like a cool guy. He just can't put down the cup. But outside of that, he seems alright, innit? But you gotta love Dave Blunt. And your boy Eric, what would he say? He might switch to Bussy.
He's gone too far with that one.
Facts. Or he said, like a chink bitch, innit? That's a good tune, though. A serious beat on that one as well. No, I'll be driving the car to work and be bumping that still.
Salute, man.
Like, salute, innit? He's trying to make music the right way. Salute. I remember, because that tune, it's a fairly new tune, innit? But I remember listening to like unreleased versions of it. And then the guy who produced the Like a G6, the original tune, he produced the tune, and he was like commenting under Eric's remix, saying like, "Oh, I rate what you've done." So that's how you know he's a cold guy still. I rate like he like brought my thing back to life, like 15 years later. How mad it is, right? So around the time that tune came out, my older brother would have been like a few years younger than us. So he was like going out to like clubs and stuff. And before, he'd like go on like the music TV channels, back when that was a thing, innit? And then that tune was on like a G6. The man turned up to like 100 on the volume, innit? The man was vibing to it still. It was a cold tune. And my mum's like, right, what's that racket, bro?
What's that racket, you know?
Yeah. Obviously, I'm bare younger than him, so I'm like, right, what's this? He's like, yeah, it's the sort of music you should be listening to, innit? He thought he put me on still, but little did he know. I was plotting his downfall, innit? Nah, never do that. He's old head in the game still. Unk, innit? I mean, not Unk to me, he's my brother to me, but Unk to other man, innit?
Well, how old is he?
30...
Unk,
3?
30 odd, he's Unk.
33, gonna be 34 this
You're
year.
actually Unk, though.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Yeah.
You're literally Unk.
Yeah,
You've
mad,
literally reached Unk status.
That's mad when you say it like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not there. Probably won't be for a while still.
No, you'll get dad status before you get Unk status still.
I don't know about all that.
Why not, bro? There's
not?
There's man out there, bro, that have kids.
Yeah, not for me.
There's guys that we know that have got kids.
So we're gonna get kids just to stop chatting to them.
Bro,
to still make myself feel young.
Bro, no, you got to be involved there, bro.
But I know one of your close guys, he's got his youth now and that.
Yeah, exactly. I say guys we know have got kids. You know, his situation's cooked though.
Yeah, also, I don't know anything.
Okay.
I don't know anything. I've just know that he's in that situation.
Okay, I can tell you. It's probably a bit hot. I
Maybe
won't say it on the pod.
After, innit?
Yeah,
so
I won't say it on the podcast.
Not half a random man thing on the podcast.
Because even though we wouldn't be using names, the situation is quite a unique situation. So you know,
just give me the drop after the pod.
Yeah, I
don't know anything.
Okay, that's cool. I'll let you know.
Yeah, guys are out here with little youths and that.
Yeah, couple weeks old at this point.
Bomba.
Just who would have thought, innit?
You're gonna say salute, but not even.
Nah, not really. Especially, yeah. I'll I won't say it. Yeah, it's for after. But obviously our boy Penta in WWE now.
He's looking to make a mark, and I'm hoping they really unleash him in a way that they should. I'd love to see him work with a lot of guys. I think Pentagon, he'll be able to put on good matches with a lot of the guys there, but what I really want to see is more the character work that we saw in Lucha Underground, that in the other places he's worked after Lucha Underground, he hasn't had the opportunity to really do. So TNA, he wasn't there for that long. I think he was in TNA for just over a year, but again, even though he was a good run in TNA in terms of good matches, the character work wasn't there. And it wasn't going to be because they don't have the production of like a Lucha Underground. Goes to AEW. AEW is essentially just used as a tag team guy with his brother Phoenix. So you don't really see any much of the character work or much of the solo stuff. He had some solo matches, but for the most part, he was just a tag team guy. Now it's just him in WWE. And WWE, if they want to, could have they could produce similar sort of videos that Lucha Underground was doing with Pentagon. Well, back when he was Pentagon, now he's just Penta. But, you know what I mean? So I want to see that. The match is... Oh, he's just going by Penta now?
Yeah. He has been for a while still.
Oh, okay.
So I think... Yeah, because in AEW, it was Penta El Zero Miedo.
Yeah.
In Lucha Underground, it was Pentagon Jr. Then AEW, Penta El Zero Miedo, and now in WWE, it's just Penta.
Yeah, he's the same guy, though.
And that's the thing. It's funny how these guys' names change over time.
It's the same guy, like Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah,
but is Dolph Ziggler going to come back to WWE because they're working with TNA? It's official. They've
like official partnership with
TNA.
See, bro, this is how down bad we are, though, right? You've got WWE out here making partnerships with TNA. But over here, we've got the UK government making partnerships with Ukraine. We're cooked, chat, we're cooked, isn't it? Come on,
chat,
bro.
We cooked.
Yeah.
That was in the chat.
Facts, bro. WL partnership, let me know, innit?
Jesus.
I'd much rather be in WWE situation than the UK government.
We're due a bombing and a half, innit?
Well, it's overdue, innit? We've been on a good run. But generational run, no bombings in it. But it's not going to be
we're due one.
Yeah, facts. We are due one. Like Chelsea with a league title. It's been too long without a league title. Like one's
It's
gonna
getting
come.
a bit suspicious.
Facts, yeah. Nothing can be that good, innit?
No, definitely not.
But yeah, Pentagon in WWE has his debut against Chad Gable, second Netflix on Raw. I imagine was a segment that did like big numbers for the WWE in terms of viewership because the presentation as well. Even if he's not like a hugely known name across like everyone, like across the WWE fans, they'll see like him being presented the way he's presented. Like, raw, he must be cold.
Yeah.
Like the entrance he got, and like just bro, his presentation,
even his aura,
facts,
his
bro.
aura.
Like the mask and the paint, like he's cold.
I even because obviously Lucha Underground is when I first knew about him.
Yeah.
That's when I first heard of him.
Yeah.
And I rated him in Lucha Underground.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
He just he got the aura.
Yeah, facts. He does. And they just got to let him use it. Like in AEW, they won't let him use it. They just having him stick in tag team matches.
It's just like a jolly boys club.
It is still. I mean, it's like we'll think of AEW as if you gave like a 13, 14-year-old version of us unlimited money and a TV show for wrestling.
Which like certain guys we like being super overpowered.
Yeah.
Never losing.
And you'd have some great matches because, you know, we'd be putting like cold guys against each other. Yeah. But it would just be like just cool moments. There wouldn't be any stories. There wouldn't be any characters because we're just kids. We're not thinking about the intricacies of storytelling. We just want to see some cool moments, which is what AEW is.
It's like mashing your action figures together.
Bro, guys have actually described AEW as that. They've said like because there's guys in AEW that at the start of AEW or like when they first came in, they'd be on TV like every week, and then they'd go for time without being on TV. Like Rusev, he's still on contract in AEW. Man's cold. He's not injured, as far as we know. He's not injured. He's just not on TV in it. But when he first came, he was on like every week because he was a new toy for Tony Khan to play with.
It's such a shame.
And then
Rusev's brilliant, man.
He's cold, G. And he's had a few runs with the TNT Championship. But no idea what's happening. Man's just not on TV.
It's not being used.
So yeah, that's what AEW is, but we know what Tony Khan's like. Shame, but
I fully remember AEW when it came around and
it's cold, G. Seriously,
I remember like Luke Harper being on there and that.
Yeah, Luke Harper was seriously cold as well. Yeah, gave him his own faction. The Dark Order, that was an interesting storyline at the time. So the Dark Order was like a stable with like a couple guys, but they were mostly bums. But the stable, they were like, we're waiting for like the chosen one to come, and they were teasing it for time. And it got to a point where like Christopher Daniels was like, "Wow, they just he doesn't even exist, innit? Like you've been making him up. There's no one coming to save you guys." And then Luke Harper comes out. It's mad. And man beats them all up. Yeah. And what do they call him? The Exalted One. He was seriously cold, G. He's badding guys up, bro. He's a big Ute as well.
Yeah,
he's a big Ute. He's badding guys up. And then obviously he beat the brakes off of Cody. You would have rated that match still because he beat Cody up badly and just squashed him. Then took the TNT Championship.
So Luke Harper was like a serious
he squashed Cody, G, and he won the TNT Championship from him. And then after the match, they were beating him up, and then they grabbed Goldust, innit? Because that's his brother, innit? They grabbed Goldust and beat him up as well. Just leave man there, just bare bloodied and that.
I didn't know Luke Harper was that serious in AEW.
Oh, you're serious, G. Serious, and then. He had the TNT Championship for a while, then lost it back to Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes had to go and like shoot a TV show. And then he came back, he beat Brody Lee for the championship, and then he died like not long after that still.
Yeah, that was kind of out of nowhere.
It was a lung infection he had. So at the time it was like COVID times, isn't it? So everyone was saying he died of COVID, but he actually didn't. It was a lung infection. But there was people like on the internet saying, "Oh, he actually died of COVID," but they're just lying about it. And his wife like addressed it. She's like, "Well, like there's no shame in like dying of COVID. In like, why would you lie about that?"
Exactly.
Like if you died of COVID, they say that.
Why would you lie about dying of COVID?
But now the Dark Order stable, they're just a joke still.
Well, they're still about.
Not really. Like they're still officially a thing, Actually, they might not even be. No, I don't think they are, because most of the guys have been like released and shit,
They're
bro.
just a joke.
Yeah, like they were, but like the most, like the guys like what's his name, Evil Uno, and like Stu Grayson. I think that man have been like released from AEW, so they're probably not even a thing anymore.
They're just that rubbed out.
Yeah, yeah. And then they tried to like carry it on for a bit with Hangman and tried to have like Hangman be the next leader, but it wasn't working still.
Yeah, they lost their leader.
Yeah, yeah. No, they just some joke man group. Well, I don't think they exist anymore. But there wasn't, and that's another thing with stables. Like there wasn't anything to like wrap it up. They just stopped being on TV and just stopped existing, which is the hard thing with stables. Which is why WWE, they've said, they rarely do stables because they're so hard to manage long term, isn't it?
And if there is a stable, more likely they're linked in like the main storyline of what they got going on.
Yeah,
like the bloodline or something.
Yes. Yeah.
Or the authority, where that's
exactly.
like the main stable, but they're linked in with the main storyline the whole time.
Yeah,
so they justify their existence.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, you get a lot of these stables. Well, no, you don't. In WWE, you don't, because of that exact reason. Because if there's no like storyline, no reason for them to be together, after a while, it just gets hard to book it.
It's hard to give them something to do.
Exactly.
Essentially.
But AEW don't have that problem because they just make stables and then
just stop using them.
Bro, they had a stable. MJF had his own stable, right? Who was in it? It was like Sean Spears. I can't even remember. Sean Spears, Wardlow, FTR. I think were in it, and then they were stable for a bit.
And they just
they're not. And now,
now you
got Sean Spears. He's left AEW. Wardlow's hardly on TV for some reason. And FTR, they're just not with MJF anymore. You know what I mean? Nothing happened.
They just stopped.
Like the only stable that's really been like carried out over a long sort of thing is like Chris Jericho's stables, and his stables have all changed over time as well.
Yeah.
He went from the Inner Circle to what was the next one? The Jericho Appreciation Society. Then now he's at the Learning Tree, but they're all different stables with largely different people in it. The Learning Tree is hard. Nah, it's not hard, but it's
it's just meta, isn't it?
Yeah, facts. It is, because it's bare self-aware. It was at the start, innit? Because what is it? Hey guys, he's cold still.
With Chris Jericho, he just finds something new to latch onto, drives it into the ground, and jumps on something else.
Yeah.
That's just what he's been doing.
Yeah.
The fact that he's still even out here.
Facts.
Fucking hell.
Well, he was. I don't know if he still is, but he was the Ring of Honor champion.
Jesus.
Yeah. He was the Ring of Honor champion, but they've completely ruined Ring of Honor still, AEW.
Yeah, you said it's like their superstars. Yeah. Their main event.
Yeah, exactly like that. Like it'll just be a card of like loads of wrestling matches, no story, all for the most part nobody you've ever heard of, and then maybe not even always, maybe the main event will be someone you've heard of, maybe one guy you've heard of, like Cesaro in the main event.
Fuck yeah,
someone like that.
Even name like Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah.
Fuck, you know.
Even Chris Jericho, who's the Ring of Honor champion, he's never on Ring of Honor TV. He's the Ring of Honor champion on AEW.
I think that's just how much they've disrespected Ring of Honor, isn't it?
They have still.
There's so many great guys have come out of Ring of Honor and gone through.
Yeah, bro, facts. Well, they've got loads of like Ring of Honor legends on the AEW roster. So if they really wanted to make a go with Ring of Honor, they could, but it would take like.
Well, they still got Samoa Joe.
Yeah, Samoa Joe just came back. He just made a comeback this week. That's mad.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
did you not know? You just put him up. Yeah, he just
No.
made a comment. Literally, just came back this week. Still.
Yes, Samoa. Man, that's Samoa. I rate Samoa Joe.
Senor Joe, innit?
Senor Joe.
Yeah, he's there.
Was he injured or something?
Probably. Yeah. He's another old guy still.
He must be pretty old.
Yeah, he probably was injured still. He was champion not too long ago. I say not too long ago. It's probably a couple of years ago now. At this point, we're in 2025.
Was it like when CM Punk was
Around that time.
I still find it kind of mad that CM Punk went there. I think it was more of a spit in the face of WWE than anything else.
Mm.
But he did try.
Definitely tried. Definitely, yeah. He's definitely trying to keep up, but it wasn't going to happen. Still, like
he's just beefing your favorite guy. Like I thought you'd hate CM Punk.
You thought I'd hate CM Punk?
Yeah.
Why?
Because beef with Jack Perry.
Oh yeah, nearly, but like no, because Jack Perry, he's too cold. But no, I'm not like a friend of ours who's just ridiculously stubborn. Like if man's doing good stuff,
level hater.
Like if man's doing good stuff, like I'm gonna be like, yeah, fair enough, man's doing his thing, innit? But a friend of ours would be like, CM Punk could put on like five-star matches in a row, and he'd just still hate him.
Sometimes you just gotta be generational hater, hey.
No, but like obviously he shouldn't have been beefing Jack Perry like that, because the Young Bucks even said, we always say if someone's got a problem with Jack Perry, like you're the problem in it. Like you can't. Jack Perry's such a lovely guy. Like you can't have a problem with
Jack Perry. You're the problem.
Yeah, because he's such a lovely guy, innit? Like if you're beefing the guy so nice, there's something wrong with you, innit? That's what they're trying to say.
I guess. What is their word gospel or something? Like I'm supposed to just believe them?
Yeah, facts. Because who else are you gonna believe?
CM Punk.
Bro, CM Punk didn't even. It wasn't even that mad what Jack Perry said. Still,
what did he say?
Okay, so situation was this: Jack Perry had like a street fight with someone, like a wrestling match street fight, and they wanted to bring a car and like smash a guy through like the window or something. And CM Punk was like, use a fake, like buy a dead car. And Jack Perry's like, no, I'm just going to use the rental car, innit? And then CM Punk's like, no, don't do that, because you do that, you're going to return the car with like a broken windscreen. And then that company's going to be like, yeah, don't rent cars to pro wrestlers. So he's like, don't do it, just buy like a dead car. And then Jack Perry was like, if you don't like it, do something about it, innit?
You just said it like that. Like.
Yeah, like just do something about it. And then CM Punk was like, bro, don't say that, I'll kill you. And then man like tried to grapple him and like try and do like a rear naked, like a guillotine choke. Don't try and get him in a guillotine choke. But got broken up very quickly. Like the security footage, you see him like push him and then like grab him for a guillotine, and then you see like Samoa Joe come and like break it up.
Who tried to grab the guillotine?
CM Punk.
It sounds like CM Punk's in the right though.
No, no, he is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't hate him, innit? Like, but why are you beefing guys though? Like what? Like, okay, you said that to him, and he says, "If you don't like it, do something about it." Okay, just walk away at that point. Like, you're a grown man.
Though, do something about it. He's trying to do something about it.
No, bro, but like, he's just saying that. He's a kid. He's only young, innit? He's just saying that as a joke.
Well, how old is he?
He's a few years older than us. He's probably a few years older than us, but this was like a few years ago, so he's probably like 24, 25, probably.
What, at the time?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So if you don't like it, do something about
it. Yeah. So then that happened. But then with the video footage got released, but then Tony Khan saying like Tony Khan himself is saying he felt like his life was in danger.
That's a fucking pussy.
He said he had to sack CM Punk. He felt like his life was in danger.
You such a bitch.
Yeah.
No, that's funny. I didn't know the full details of that situation.
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah.
I kind of got a bit more respect for Jack Perry now.
Bro, how could you not, bro? Man's just trying to use a real car for his match, so like people know that the glass is real. Like when you get slammed onto it.
Why would you do that though,
bro? Because it's about you got to live the gimmick, G.
Is that not just unnecessarily dangerous?
Yes, but if you're living the gimmick, You have to do unnecessarily
What
dangerous
gimmick
stuff.
is that?
Just staying true to yourself, G. Like, you got to, bro.
Oh my god!
I'm giving these guys free game on a podcast today, bro.
So Jack Perry just needs to come to WWE.
Nah, bro, no.
No.
He's a stay in AEW and then become AEW world champion still.
Thought he had a championship.
He did. He had the TNT championship. He ain't got that no more, obviously.
What's he doing now?
He's
Been
baking
out.
off, innit?
He's baking off.
Like, he's chilling, innit? Like,
He's just baking off.
He needs to win the world title is what he needs to do, actually, but AEW seem like hell bent on doing this. Again, a stable, bro. John Moxley's stable. Like, they're just running it into the ground now. Because again, they're a stable who there is no reason for these guys to be a group. It's John Moxley, Cesaro, Pac.
Daniel Bryan was in there.
He was in it originally. Again, for no reason. And then the chick.
Pac's with them with Cesaro.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
John Moxley.
For what? For what reason? Why? Like, literally, why are they even a group? What, they just like beating people up? Is that a good enough reason to be a group? You're just mean guys like beating people up.
It's like they just went, oh yeah, he's not doing anything, put him in with them. That's fucked.
Or again, it's moments that just sound cool. Imagine John Moxley, Cesaro, Pac in a stable. That sounds cold, innit? Let's do it. No, bro. It has to be like a story and like a reason.
It's just like the three most different guys you can think of just in a stable with each other. John Moxley, Cesaro, and then Pac.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Well, one American, one Englishman, one Swiss.
Yeah. And then you got the chick, Marina Shafir, who was a bum originally, but I guess they're trying to build her into like someone like a cold female, like a female Goldberg or something, just running through, or like a Rhea Ripley, who she's a ting where she's still bolo enough to bad up some of the guys. Like Rhea Ripley would be like slamming like Kevin Owens and shit. She's done that, you know.
Has she?
Yeah, bro, she's done that. She like, slammed Kevin Owens. She put Kevin Owens through like the railing as well. You seen that?
That's quite, you know, respect.
Actually, salute. Like, there's some chicks that when you're bolo enough, you can do that. But there aren't many chicks like that. But
you gotta have like the right player build as well. You can't
Facts.
just be like. You gotta have a certain player build.
Exactly. So that's what they're trying to do with like Marina Shafir as well, who's in the Death Riders group, which is John Moxley's group. But it's just a story that's just been going on for so long. It was not even a story at this point. They're just guys that are like, with John Moxley's the world champion, and we just like beating people up. So we're here, innit?
So what's going on with your guys, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and that?
Oh, Kenny Omega's back now, innit? So
oh, is he?
Yeah. Well, he didn't wrestle all of 2024.
Was he injured?
Injured, yeah. He had a bad injury. He had like
I don't know.
something into, what was it, in his stomach? Some like mad disease. So he didn't wrestle all of 2024. Now he's saying he's back in it. He just wrestled your boy. I'm not a man. I'm a machine. Cage.
He won in it.
Yeah. But then after that, he got attacked. Who did he get attacked by? Don Callis family. Was it Don Callis family? Might have been Don Callis family. I think it was Don Callis family.
What guy was your favourite theme tune?
Who's that? Oh yeah. Don Callis. Yeah, that's an awful tune, isn't it? It's awful. Just one note. Just
ambient noise.
But it's cold though, because when you hear that, like you wanna, you're like angry when you hear it.
Hate him because that's a shit theme song.
Yeah. And bro, he's a serious heel still, because there was a time when he was on like AEW like more regularly. There was times man couldn't even speak because they're just booing so much. He just grabs the mic and he just starts booing. I don't know. Yeah, mad.
AEW, you know.
Yeah, bro. Some good memories, but they need to pattern up still before they fall off completely. Because they've done some good stuff, and their events, like their pay-per-view events, they're great shows. So they're worth watching. I always say that. They always put on good pay-per-view events. I've said that on the podcast many times, and there's many clips of me saying that. But they need to pattern the week-to-week television.
Yeah, which they're probably not going to. Probably going to carry on losing money till eventually.
Yeah, and they'll just have to start releasing guys because their roster is huge.
And yeah, and the thing is, because
of the amount, like you said, the rare roster's huge. The amount of wrestlers that have actually racked up. I mean, where are these guys going to go when they leave?
Exactly, back to WWE, but WWE's only got so many spots.
Ain't got all this space for all these guys.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, TNA don't have all this money for all these guys.
Nope.
So where are these guys going to go?
Some of them might go back to Japan. The same thing though. There's not enough spaces for all of these guys, but you have to see in it, I guess. Well, even AEW now they've got so they had 3 shows. They had Dynamite, Collision, Rampage. Rampage isn't a show anymore, so that's been I don't know if it's been cancelled or the contract ran out. So they've only got 2 shows now, but they're 2 2-hour shows, Dynamite and Collision. Rampage was like a 1-hour show, and when that started, that was a cold show, G. So I suppose it was like the first couple of weeks they were like tried to make it like a star-studded episode, didn't it? So to try and boost viewership. They had like one of the main events was like Kenny Omega v Christian Cage for like the TNA World Title. G. It was a cold match. Christian won the TNA title on like the first episode of AEW Rampage.
Is Christian still about?
Yeah, Christian's still about. Yeah, I think it might have been Christian. Christian attacked Hook, Taz's son.
Yeah.
And then Samoa Joe came out and like saved him. That's when Samoa Joe made his comeback. Yeah. Now Christian Cage is cold still. He's got he's got like a briefcase,
like a contract thing, isn't
for
it?
like a world title shot. He needs to win that though, because
I saw someone say the other day there's too many guys in the world title picture. Apparently, there's bare guys that are just involved.
I guess. I mean, so you got John Moxley, who's the world champion. I think Darby Allin's going to be out because they dashed him down a flight of stairs. So I think he's going to be out for a bit still. Powerhouse Hobbs, he just fought for the title because he won like a number 1 contenders battle royal. So then
Christian's got the contract thing.
Christian's got a contract. That's about it. Who else? I wouldn't say there's really anyone else.
It's a decent amount of guys. What, like 4 guys?
4 guys, but Darby Allin's not really a factor. Powerhouse Hobbs just won the number 1 contendership. And then you got Christian, who's got the number 1.
I guess there's not so many guys.
The thing. Oh no, and Edge as well, actually. So yeah, that would be Edge came back and he wants the title shot as well.
He just inserted himself in the picture.
Yeah, he come back. Yeah,
for no reason.
Yeah, exactly that.
No, like, I'm gonna have a run of matches.
No.
Nah, I'm back and I'm in the title picture.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Pretty much. And now he's basically got to get in his own group, where it's going to be him and FTR to face John Moxley's group.
So that they just put FTR with guys in stables and shit. Like.
Alright, I think FTR just go with like these guys that like they just kind of glaze them, innit? I think like so FTR probably saw like MJF stuff and was like, "Raw, he'd be cold to like be in a group with," and he gets put in a group with them. Then same thing with CM Punk. Then them 3 were like a trio for a bit. Then CM Punk fucked it off, and now with Edge, just these guys that behind the scenes FTR probably glaze, and then they just get put in a group with them. But FTR, they are a great tag team.
FTR again?
The Revival in WWE.
Oh, yeah, I know.
They're the Revival in WWE. Yeah. But they're seriously cold guys though.
They were even alright in the WWE as well.
Yeah, they were still. Yeah, they were serious in NXT still. They were like tag team champions for like a year or something. And then apparently they had said when they had got to like main roster WWE, they were working with Vince, and Vince wanted to put them in like these weird like Mexican costumes, and they were like, "Yeah, that's the last straw," and they started asking for their release and stuff.
Damn right.
Yeah.
At least someone takes themselves seriously.
Yeah, no, they were saying like they didn't even mind. They were saying obviously they wanted to leave WWE, but they were okay to take like a pay cut to join AEW because they were saying like they're not mad greedy guys. Like as long as they've got enough money to live their lives and pay their bills, and they get to do like cold wrestling, then they'll do that. Yeah. Oh, serious guy though, FTR. Guys, rather. 2 guys.
What do they go by in AEW, their names?
FTR.
You know, like, their names, though?
Oh, yeah. It's like, they got like porn star names, like Cash something and Dax something. Like they're straight porn star names. I can't even remember what their names in WWE was though. To be fair, that's the thing. That's what everyone says though. No one knows like who's who
Their
in
actual
FTR. Like,
names.
they just FTR in it. They're not like even when you see them in singles matches, which doesn't happen often. Like even when you see that, like
FTR.
it's just this guy. He's one of the guys from FTR. Like I don't know his name, innit? No. No, really just when that's what the Longest Runner podcast is all about. They talk about fixed Albanian football matches, UFC 311, WWE, AEW, Bellator, versus. That's what we do, G.
We've probably been going for a decent bit now, don't
What
it?
do you reckon?
Good hour and a half or so.
Hour 50.
Yeah,
hour 50.
That's a nice spot to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Right there.
Well, like we said, that probably call it a day there. It's the Lonely Runner podcast episode 14. I've been Seth.
I've been Evan.
We talked about, like I said, a lot of different stuff. I don't even know what the thumbnail for this was going to be. What do you reckon? It'll be like
maybe Jack Perry.
Jack Perry, Kimbo Slice, and Renato Moicano.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Okay, guys. Well, that's out from us. We're out.
Right, peace.
Cool.